For children who are unfortunate to be in this situation, they must be allowed into the United States immediately, and open borders and all the other fun that comes with it. Coming up, George W. Bush makes another move against the populism that has taken over his party. Perspective is next.
Tired of searching for an outlet through a tangled mess of cords? Introducing Swivel Power by Bell & Howell, the smart compact charging station with 180 degrees of swivel power. Its rapid charging and surge protection is the answer for all your devices. Swivel Power turns one plug into 6 outlets and 3 USB ports. Swivel Power was designed with modern life in mind. Now you can have power where you want it. Swivel Power is a smart charging station with 6 outlets, 3 USB ports, and a built-in surge protector. Safely charge 9 devices at once. Don't let a power jolt destroy your expensive electronics. Swivel Power has a built-in surge protector to safeguard and protect your electronics from unexpected power surges. You'll wonder how you lived without it. Don't jam plugs behind furniture. Swivel Power creates more outlets that are easy to access, and it lays flush with furniture. Now you can use Swivel Power even in the tightest spaces and still double your outlets. You'll use it anywhere you want more space and power. No more messy cords all over the floor. Swivel Power keeps them up, and away. Or leave it out and access all 6 outlets and 3 USBs for the ultimate charging station. Our smart charging technology powers your devices fast. Need more outlets in the bathroom? Swivel Power amps up your bathroom routine for even your high voltage beauty tools. Go from 2 outlets to 10 instantly. Tough and built to last. You've got to have it for your workshop or garage. Start charging with Swivel Power. Call or go online to get the incredible Swivel Power by Bell & Howell for the low price of $19.99. But wait, to make this the best offer on TV, now you can double the offer. Just pay a separate fee. We're still not done. We'll ship your order free. That's right, free shipping. You get it all. Here's how to order.
To order, call 1-800-316-1556 or order online at tryswivelpower.com. That's 1-800-316-1556 or go to tryswivelpower.com. Call now.
Oh, this world's a little crazy. Oh, you are mine.
Family fitter, bath fitter. Style fitter, bath fitter. You fitter, bath fitter. We install beautiful tubs that fit perfectly over your old one with no mess or demo. Get the bath you want in a day with quality that lasts a lifetime. It just fits. Bath Fitter. Bath Fitter is hiring installers. We're a growing company with a strong culture and great benefits. Find out where you fit at joinbathfitter.com.
If you could help reduce the urge to go to the bathroom due to your aging prostate, if you could improve your energy levels because you're getting a better night's sleep, would you? Of course you would. And now you can, with the help of Prostate Revive, the premium dietary supplement for men whose lives, sleep, and energy levels are affected due to the concerns of an aging prostate. It was specially formulated for men by noted medical doctor, Dr. David Brownstein.
Prostate Revive is really about healthy aging. It contains a plant sterol called beta-sitosterol, combined with 15 other important ingredients. Prostate Revive's exclusive formula helps promote normal prostate function, and that means you can reduce the urge to go and finally get a good night's sleep.
Here's how you can try Prostate Revive risk-free.
Simply call or visit our website now and we'll send every new customer a risk-free 30-day trial of Prostate Revive. You discover the low shipping and handling. This is a $39.95 value, so don't delay. Call or go online today.
Finally tonight, some perspective on 9/11. Former President George W. Bush made a speech in Shanksville that got a lot of attention. He took a very solemn 20-year anniversary and used it to promote a left-wing narrative about right-wing radicals here in the United States.
There's little cultural overlap between violent extremists abroad and violent extremists at home.
That's just part of it right there. It was a very highly political statement. It was not the appropriate time to make that statement, even for somebody like Chuck Schumer. So it was really surprising to hear it from a former Republican president in that moment. And in that moment, it was crystal clear W had chosen to side with the old guard Republican Party, the side of the party that has almost no visible support any longer, The desolate, dusty land of Romney, Kasich, Kinzinger, and now Bush. And it's all now but confirmed. Today we learned W will soon be holding a fundraiser for Congresswoman Liz Cheney, Wyoming. A woman who finds herself in better graces with Nancy Pelosi than her own constituency. What a lost cause this is. You're never going to save this woman. W has found himself to be the latest useful idiot of the left. Now they love him. The media loves him. Republicans turning against the transition of the party into America First populism. Democrats and the media love the Cheneys and the Romneys and the Bushes now, the Republican Party, because they stand for nothing. They're easy to walk all over and get the liberal agenda done. They love big government just as much as the liberals, Bush and Cheney do. Do you remember what the left did to George W. Bush when he was president? How they attacked him, how they demolished him? Now, Bush has every reason to hate Trump and the party that Trump stole from the Bush dynasty. Trump eviscerated his brother Jeb, despised the Cheneys and much of the old guard of the Republican politics the Bush dynasty adored. But to see W support the swampy left's outrageous lies about the threat of white people who support Donald Trump instead of the newly evolved Republican Party that he doesn't like really tells you everything you need to know about populism and why it is such a threat to the D.C. agenda. It really is true. No matter what your party was, you'd rather have the other party than somebody like Donald Trump. Isn't that scary? That's all the time we have for tonight. See you tomorrow.
It's 5 o'clock in the East. It's 2 p.m. in the West. This is the Chris Salcedo Show on Newsmax. It's been bad in America for months now, but the dam may be breaking on things deservedly getting bad for the Biden administration as a result. Biden the boob. Not even the biased press can save him. A bit of justice in tonight's preamble. Aside from his Afghanistan disaster, where 75% of Biden's evacuees were not American citizens or vetted Afghan allies, Biden's most enduring set of crises are the ones he created on the U.S. southern border. In an attempt to hide his lawless and unconstitutional push for illegal immigration, Team Biden erroneously smeared our border agents who dared to enforce the law. Team Biden falsely accused border agents of using whips and lassos to attack illegal aliens who were breaking into the United States. Now, in my opinion, attacking agents for enforcing the law so that socialists can continue to break the law is unconscionable. According to NPR, the agents involved in this have been reassigned, and a DHS investigation is underway. In my opinion, any lawful tool should be used to prevent illegal immigration. Whether it's horses, whether it's tanks, or fluffy white pillows, it doesn't matter. Whatever it takes to enforce the law within the confines of the law is good. Illegal immigration is wrong. Illegal immigration is immoral, and illegal immigration is bad for any nation forced to endure it by its political class. In short, illegal immigration and the politicians enabling it are anti-Americans. Even Democrats were quick to debunk the disgraceful lies about our border agents.
Border Patrol has had those horse brigades for a while. They've had them for a while, number one. Number two, they don't carry whips, and they do not carry lassos. I think the picture you're talking about, at least the one I've seen, is the rein of the horses.
Should those be used even if it's a rein?
We cannot paint the Border Patrol with the same type of paintbrush. Look, you know, they what are they supposed to do? Just stand there and let everybody come in?
Notice how the CNN anchor, once he was set straight that our agents don't have whips or lassos, tried to suggest that the agents use the reins as whips. By the way, that too has been debunked. It looks like the White House's attempt to change the story of their failure and induce sympathy for illegal aliens is backfiring. Biden's poll numbers are in free fall, and the absurdity of the socialist claim is driving American exasperation and disgust.
We're up to 2.5 million people. You have repeatedly stated that our borders are not open, that they're closed. Do you honestly believe that our borders are closed?
Senator, I do.
Only Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is stupid enough to think our border is closed. Senator Ron Johnson confronting milquetoast Mayorkas there with the fact that 2.5 million illegal aliens will have infiltrated our country by year's end. And Mayorkas laughingly claiming that our border is closed. Even CNN is losing patience with propaganda over substance that is emblematic of socialist Democrat rule.
This is something we haven't seen before, this camp inside of the United States with thousands of people. What is the reticence to call something that is so clearly a crisis a crisis?
I call it a heartbreaking situation.
Wow, propaganda. Hey, remember, Biden's push for illegal immigration is harming Americans and illegal aliens alike. And absurd denial is all this feckless administration has left. So to prevent the press from asking Joe Biden any questions that are not scripted and approved by the anti-American millennials who run Joe Biden's government, this is how these harpies handle the press.
We got a lot of work to do, so thank you all very much. Mr. President.
When Biden ends his yammering and stammering, his handlers begin shouting, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." That's done so that Biden can't hear the questions from the press, and so that the press microphones can't hear Biden mumbling anything that's unscripted. This has prompted the biased press to file an official complaint about Biden's unwillingness to answer their questions. Dictators don't do that, you know. I remember President Trump would talk with the press for hours. Then that same press unfairly maligned Trump and then had the gall to hide Biden's loss of mental capacity, his racism, and his temper from their audiences. Now they're complaining about the guy they helped put into office. That's rich. But I guess I can see why the harpies who manage Biden don't want him talking without his pre-scripted questions from the biased press.
Mr. President, what's your reaction to the images from the southern border? Get it under control. Get it under control, or you have it under control? We will get it under control.
When he doesn't have a prompter, he actually tells the truth. The border is out of control, and so is the United States government. Thank you, Socialist Democrats. Thank you, Never Trumpers. You know, the only person who screws up more than people like you is the guy you cursed our country with, Joe Biden. Now, let's get to your top stories. We're watching you. That's what the government is saying. They want to monitor what's going on in your bank account so they can tax you more. And what I say to the government is, it's none of your damn business what's in my bank account or any American's bank account. Meantime, mask hysteria is gripping the country, and we have a couple of examples of that coming up. And a nightmare on the border. That's what it is. It's an utter catastrophe, an ongoing catastrophe. Let's bring in our guest right now, Congressman Buddy Carter, here to the Chris Salcedo Show. Congressman, welcome. I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry, there he is. There he is. I was being told that we were trying to wait for him, and then he pops up into my screen. Hello, Congressman. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. This is why I think the fraud perpetrated by socialists and the press was so egregious. Now, the fraud I'm talking about is Biden. They hated President Trump so much. They ignored the fact that Democrats nominated a man who has been the most consistent idiot in American politics over the last half century. They covered up his racism. They covered up his mental decline, and then covered up the fact that Joe Biden and the simpering children who are pulling his strings don't have the intelligence to run the United States. Am I wrong?
I have to agree with you, Chris. I tell you, it's been nothing but weak and failed leadership. I mean, if you look at everything that's happened as far as the border goes, Joe Biden inherited a secure border, the most secure border that we ever had. And what did he do? He promptly wanted to reverse everything that Donald Trump had done. He wanted to do away with the stay in Mexico policy. He wanted to do away with and stop the construction of the wall. He tried to do away with Title 42. And what has resulted as a result, what have we found as a result of his actions? We've found a porous border where in the last 2 months we've had over 200,000 people come across that border. We've had over 1 million people since the first of the year, unvaccinated, untested, coming across that border. And yet he's going to tell people in America, if you don't get vaccinated, you're going to lose your job. And he invites unvaccinated, untested people across the border. It's simply ridiculous. That's another example of his failed, weak leadership. Look at Afghanistan, the worst foreign relations debacle in the history of this country. Look at what he's doing to our energy dominance that we had built up under the Trump administration and over the years. Now he's just throwing it away. It's failed, weak leadership.
Congressman, let's you and I have a very serious discussion, because I know that the Republicans get together and they caucus together. They have these private meetings. The next time they do, I'm hoping you can discuss this with the caucus, because Congressman, you probably know this better than I do. You have some people as part of the Republican caucus who aren't serious people. The Associated Press, media outlets, and government officials, they're confirming that Joe Biden is now releasing Haitian illegal aliens into the United States. Joe Biden is in open defiance of a Supreme Court order that said that he must reinstate the Remain in Mexico policy. As a member of Congress, why are your colleagues accepting a sitting occupier of the Oval Office openly defying an order from the Supreme Court of the United States? Can you tell me why?
Well, that's a good question, and we actually discussed that in our conference meeting on yesterday. We discussed the fact that the Stay in Mexico policy had been enforced again by the Supreme Court, that it was to go into effect. And why isn't it going into effect? That's something that we need the answers to, and it's something that we are looking into as the Republican conference here in Congress. You're right. It is our responsibility. It is incumbent upon us to have those questions answered. And look, this is a total disaster, what we see at the border. And don't forget, not only are they unvaccinated, not only are they untested, but remember the drugs that are coming across that border. In the first 4 months of this year, we had enough fentanyl that was seized at the border to kill every American 4 times over. And for those people who may be sitting at home thinking, oh, that's a border problem, that's a states that own the border, it doesn't impact me. No, every state has become a border state.